Hey, what's up guys, this is Browse by Fitness, and I wanted to do kind of a fast video. In fact, I'm gonna be really honest, I didn't want to do the video at all. I just happened to be kind of cruising through the YouTube landscape. You're getting ready to go to bed. It's like midnight right now, but I'm just kind of cruising around, and I couldn't help but have my eye caught by a recent video post by Hathor. He posted this today, April 1st, and it is the 400 kg 881 deadlift for reps road to the 501. And so previously I had released a video on March 21st, kind of speculating at what he might do in terms of breaking the 500 kilo deadlift record. What might he do? Go ahead and check out the card for that. But in this video that he released today, he kind of touched on that, and I think it's kind of interesting. So check out what he said.
With today's session wasn't too difficult. Crazy to say that 400 kilograms for 3 reps wasn't too difficult.
It wasn't.
But that's just fact, you know. I felt the weight was easy. The next heavy deadlift session is going to be 440 kilograms for 2 reps. That's exciting. And then, yeah, for those that don't know, I'm prepping myself for a 501 kilogram deadlift. Why 501? Because that's enough to break the record. That's just simply why, you know. I'm just gonna take that record and that's it. People like saying like, just at least go 10 kilograms more, you know, at the broke it, you know, 20, 30 kilograms, you know, more. I don't really care what the people think, you know. I'm just gonna break the record, that's it, you know. And yeah, I'm just gonna break the records.
And if you break it with 1 kilogram, it's probably gonna piss him off more.
Yeah, it's probably gonna piss up at you. So why would I care? That's gonna piss him off. I don't care.
Yeah.
That's gonna piss the guy off. Then, you know, be angry. I don't care. Like,
It's the truth.
that's the truth, you know.
Anyways, good session.
Good session. I'm happy.
All right, so in this video, like he mentions that there have been some people talking about, you know, him, you know, going for more than the record, right? Me being one of them. I don't know if Hathor has seen or you know, come across any of my videos or not. You know, but it definitely is definitely out there, right? Like people want to see something big. And that's kind of interesting. So he talks about how 501 is enough to take the record. And then he mentions Eddie Hall specifically, right? And so we talked about kind of the rivalry and some of the ribbing between these two individuals and whatever. And, you know, I've thought about this kind of in my own goings on and just bebopping around, thinking about, you know, the reaction that Eddie Hall may have if Hathor breaks the record in a setting that's not what he did it in, right? So with everything going on with Corona and whatever else, and events being canceled and things like that, you know, I thought to myself, you know, if Hathor pulls a 501 in his gym under the same like conditions in terms of bar weight, you know, whatever, that Eddie Hall pulled his 500 kg deadlifts, I have a feeling that Eddie Hall is going to just like be up in arms over the fact that he didn't do it on the stage that Hathor has done it. But Hathor did a previous video where he was talking about like the necessity of the train up, the importance of having the goal and the target and working toward the goal. Like a 501 or a 500 kg deadlift is not something you just like roll into the gym and go do, right? Like it's a target. You have to aim for it, build toward it, and execute. And so Hathor can't be held accountable for the fact that you know, COVID-19 has run rampant and like just shit everywhere all around the world is like closing down. Like it's not his fault. And so the fact that he intended on executing this deadlift at a big meet and doing it on a world stage that has now been postponed, that's not Hathor's fault. But he's still in that train up, right? So like you don't just forego all that training and effort and whatever that you did to build up to that thing just because whatever, right? Like you're gonna go for the record. So it's interesting that he says like, I don't care whatever other people say about, go for more and, whatever, right? Like he says he doesn't care about it. But here's my speculative kind of thought process. Any of you that are out there that have put your hands on weight and have tested your metal against that iron, right? Like to test yourself against that iron and try to push the envelope of the envelope of your capability, right? Like if you pull a lift, like do you stop at just a number because it was the state record or because it was the local meet record or because it was the national record? Like do you stop at just surpassing that record or that benchmark that you thought? So like even if it wasn't a record, like let's say any of you that are out there that have some bench press number in mind, right? And then we all do it. It starts out when we first get going, we want one plate, right? When we're young, we want one plate, right? So 135, and then we start getting bigger and we want 2 plates, and then it's 3 plates, and then it's 4 plates, right? Like it is a natural human inclination to want to push the envelope, and we all do it. So and here's my speculative piece of this, if Hathor is in a position where he can dominate that 501, is he really just going to stop at 501 just to piss Eddie Hall off and just, or in the heat of the moment when he gets going and like, he builds up, and let's say he pulls that 501 and it feels good. Is he really going to stop at 501? If that 501 feels great and it executes smooth, is he really just going to stop right there and say, nah, I'm good, no more, just to get under Eddie Hall's skin? Or if that pull feels great, and by all accounts with what he's doing with that 400 kg for 3, if he's going good and the numbers are going great and he's feeling strong and he pulls the 501, he breaks the record, is he going to stop there? I say no. I say if he stops there, that in and of itself, assuming that he has the potential to go beyond, assuming the potential, if he stops there, that's a Herculean effort to just to wave it off, right? Like I cannot fathom, setting my eye on a mark. If I have 800 as a mark for a deadlift, or I have whatever that mark is, and I pull that mark and it felt great, there is going to be a gigantic piece of my soul tugging on me to be like, more, hey, do more, hey, do it. Like, and I think we all would, man, woman, amateur, expert, whatever, wherever you fall in the spectrum, I think we all have that inner voice calling to us, because it is that inner voice that draws us to the iron in the first place. It is that inner voice that makes us, do things that other people just simply would never do. It is that inner voice that draws us to continue to subject ourselves to intense punishment and just continue to drive. And so I just genuinely think in my heart of hearts, yeah, I based on what he said here in this video from him from April 1st, I genuinely believe that he has in his mind that 501, and he's looking to one up Eddie Hall, because I doubt Eddie Hall will ever, mount a comeback and be able to pull more at this point where he's at in his life and what's going on with him. So Eddie Hall will never climb that summit again. Is he really going to stop there if he's got more in the tank. I say no. I don't think he will. I genuinely think that if he has more in the tank, he's going to pull it. I want to know what you think, guys. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Will he go for more if it's in the tank? Now, that's all subject to, you know, how things go, right? Like, if he pulls that 501 and it's a grinder, he's definitely not going for more. 100%. He's going to step right there. 501 moves, bro. Between you, me, and the fence post, I couldn't stop there. I don't know how many of us could. I'm interested to see what happens here. Again, let me know what your thoughts. I'd love to hear it. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop in the chat box below. I'll be sure to respond. Appreciate you guys continuing to check out the videos and supporting me and the channel with likes, shares, and subscribes. It means a lot to me for all of you that have joined the channel recently. Thank you very much. If you've checked out a video or two and haven't joined, I wish that you would. Consider it. It'd be cool. I'd love to have you. Love to have you. That's it, guys. Remember, no matter what it is you think you can't do, like notch up on some benchmark, whether it's a world record, personal record, or whatever, you got to get in, train to spite. You're either going to find an excuse, you're going to find a way, and I hope that you guys continue to find the way. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.